Hello everyone, welcome. It has been a hot minute since I have filmed anything for a multitude of reasons. But before I tell you those reasons, let me slide on in by saying I'm testing out some new makeup. Some I'm kind of like rechecking here, but we're gonna try this in a different way than when I did the review video. We shall see. I'm still standing by that this was not marketed correctly, but we'll see. We will try this under foundation to see how it works as like a glowy primer. Not that I really need help in the glow department, but I wanna at least give this one more shot at something different before I toss it in the garbage. She's radiance and grace. She smeared stuff on her face. A glowing goddess. I'm sure. Yes, that is what I am now. I also have, I don't think this is new anymore, but the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer. I wanted to see how this was. I think I remember how the Shape Tape was, so I can kind of compare in my brain. I mean, as far as I can tell, this is just like the original Shape Tape, except like the name says, it's gonna be creamier. So I have the shade 12N. I also have Pain. Oh my god, I had a zit right in the corner of my mouth, and finally got to its breaking point and it split. And now every time I go to open my mouth, even like to smile, it cracks it right back on open, which is really unpleasant. And so it's been there for like 2 weeks, so I'm like, okay, let's make sure. Well, first off, I got way too light of a shade in this, but that's okay. It'll be under the foundation. It'll be good. Oh, fragranced? That's not a good move, Tarte. As I put that right inside of, I mean, it's not going in an open wound, but it's going on top of a scab, which is on top of a wound. But this is a lot thinner, definitely creamier. But it seems to still be given some good coverage, so that's cool. Hopefully the fragrance doesn't irritate the blemishes that I'm covering. I also want to try using this as a little bit of a mix-in to see if it works that way. I'm gonna try this with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. But yeah, hey, hi, hello, how are you guys? I hope everyone else is doing well. I have been a mess. Like I said, it's for a multitude of reasons, but I think, you know, all of it is kind of stemming from, or the main portion of it has been just depression rearing its ugly head. And I honestly couldn't tell you the last time it was this bad. I feel like maybe I'm starting to come out of it. Let's keep our fingers and toes crossed that I'm not jinxing myself. But it's been really hard. It's like I'm used to this, you know, even if you are medicated, these things do come back. It's not something that just leaves you completely. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that as a complete blanket statement. I think it's that way for mental illnesses across the board, but like I said, I could be wrong, but I do definitely know it with depression because I've experienced it for a very, very long time. It's weird to think I'm going on, what, like my 10-year anniversary, or I suppose it probably has been 10 years. I'm trying to think when I got diagnosed, or I finally got help for it. That was probably in 2011, huh? Pretty sure it was my junior year of college, so yay. Wow, time flies, I guess. Not when you have depression though. My god, time moves so slowly. Everything is just a wet, soggy blanket of sadness. So like, I've been trying to treat myself with compassion through all of this. I think this has been going on for like a couple weeks now. And like I said, I feel like usually when it comes back, it's usually like maybe a week, but I feel like maybe it's more like a couple or a few days. So for it to be going on this long, I mean, I think it has to do with just being like extremely overwhelmed at the moment. There's just a lot going on, I feel like, in my life, and I don't know, I guess some of it would be exciting, but some of it it's like not. I mean, okay, my skin looks pretty nice, which is not a way that I would have expressed how my skin looks without the foundation and everything on right now. My skin has been going through it, I think, because of the depression and everything, you know? It just brings the dermatillomania back into full force, and I mean, it's the stress. It's, I'm just, I think that pretty accurately sums it up, actually. Going in with this Anastasia loose setting powder that I got in a BoxyCharm. See how this does for me. I mean, I think from what I could tell in that original testing, it seems like a setting powder, nothing crazy or anything, but it seems to do the trick. Definitely mattifies at first here. Blurs things out. Ooh. I've had this sitting in my makeup drawer to be tested and whatnot for way too long. Oh, please tell me it hasn't been since my old apartment. Oh boy. Whatever. It's been sealed. It looks lovely and I want to try it. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I swear, before I sit down to film, I'm always like, I have so much to talk about, and then I sit down to film and I'm like, I know that's the depression talking. I know. Ooh, sparkly. But I think the main reason, and I mean, some of you definitely noticed that my uploading has been pretty sporadic and sparse these past couple weeks, and that is the main reason. I mean, just I'm usually okay with having to like force myself to go to work or go to school or whatever else when depression is hitting me hard. I mean, like I said, I've been dealing with it for a really long time, and so it's just kind of ingrained in me to put on that happy face and pretend your way through life until things start to get better. But this time around, I hadn't been able to, and that just kind of compacted onto everything and made me feel even worse. Like, you know, I got those feelings of being a failure and all that other great stuff that comes with it. And another huge part of it was that I could not stand to look at myself. I couldn't do it for, you know, editing, filming, whatever else. I'm actually not sure the difference between dysmorphia and dysphoria. So I'm sorry if I'm using the word wrong, but I think it's dysmorphia that at least that's the term that I grew up knowing, but just the body dysmorphia in the distortion that goes on in your brain in seeing yourself. It's not fun. Look how cute this is from ColourPop. They just sent me this Lilac You A Lot collection. This is the Petal Pusher Pressed Powder Blush. So cute. It's like a bubblegum pink lavender. This is either gonna look all sorts of fabulous on my cheeks or it won't. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think we have a winner. I mean, when have I ever used a ColourPop blush where I'm like, no. Actually, yeah, I think I have. That Hello Kitty Tropical collection. Whew, that was a lot. But yeah, I was definitely going through it where I would start editing a video, and I guess over the years I've gotten really good at disconnecting between hearing my voice and seeing my face. And because, you know, people ask me that all the time, why or how are you able to stand the sound of your own voice and editing your own face and stuff? Like, you really do learn to disconnect it. I don't feel like I'm editing myself when I'm editing my videos. I mean, I do, you know, I know it's me, but I don't get hypercritical or anything, because like, I don't like my voice or my face, like never have, probably never will, but like definitely, you know, I'm working on it. I have been working on it all my life, trying to love myself, but yeah, that disconnect disappeared when this depression hit me, and I honestly, I wasn't able to even get through like 10 minutes of editing a video, and I am not gonna get emotional here, but you know, I couldn't do that without crying. And that's a mood, not being able to look at yourself without crying. So I took a break. I was still working. Granted, it was on my passion project, my hobby channel, my collects channel. You know, I've got a backlog of like, it's gonna last me for months, what I've gotten through and edited, all of my old Pokemon card unboxings and whatnot. But at least that way, you know, it's the way that it's set up, it's a split screen. So I didn't have to look at myself. I could look at the half of the screen where it's just the Pokemon cards. So that was nice in that I was able to feel a little bit of normalcy in doing that editing. But then I know, you know, you guys were kind of left out in the cold without an explanation, and I apologize. I guess I forget that you guys actually care about me, or you know, that there are some of you that care about me and get worried when I kind of disappear a little bit. Truly, it's not malicious in any way when I do it. It really does come from a place of like, why would people care? Like, they'll be fine. There's plenty of other YouTubers to watch. I'm sure no one even noticed that I'm gone. So I apologize to the, you know, especially to the few of you that did reach out these past couple weeks saying that you were hoping everything is going okay, and you know, that maybe I'm just busy because of the move that's coming up and whatever else. I really did appreciate those messages, so thank you. But like, that is also another thing. I've got a move coming up, so, which is kind of all over the place. Oh my god, my eye. Is it gonna stop, of course, now that I try to point it out? Eye twitching stress, yay! There is nothing yay about eye twitching stress or stress caused eye twitching, stress related eye twitching. It's just getting things scheduled, getting things coordinated, and like, don't get me wrong, people do this all the time. It's not like this horrible hardship that I'm going through or anything, but I think anyone who has ever moved knows how stressful it is, especially if you're moving alone, you know, and you have to do everything yourself, which like, it's fine. I'm used to it. Things will be okay. It's just, okay, motorcycle man, do your thing. Let's see, am I gonna be able to use either of these palettes that ColourPop sent me? This Cherry Crush, I mean, I just love the packaging and whatnot, and then this Lilac You a lot. I'm not sure that these will go together at all, to be completely honest. And it's red and purple, which, you know, you can make work, but I don't even know what I'm in the mood for. I suppose, should I keep it in the purples? Since I did my purple cheeks, maybe I'll have to do a whole video with this cherry collection that they sent my way. But like, look at these. These have the potential to work together. I kind of want to make it happen. So I forget what I had ordered off of Elf. It must have been some new release or something, and they were doing a promotion at the time where if you spend like 25 bucks, you get a couple of these for free. And so this is one of the No Budge Shadow Sticks in the shade Metallic Mocha. Let's see how you do. It looks like it's gonna be like a bronzy brown, but it's also got kind of a burgundy in there. Do you guys want to be closer? A little bit, maybe? Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's lovely. Let's see how you blend out. Not a lot, but I guess that kind of goes with the No Budge, I would think. So that's cool. All right, a little creamy base. We like it. We appreciate the help. Unless you're complete crap, in which case you're just gonna make my eyeshadow go all over the place. But oh, also, if you can't tell, this eye has been, it's my problem eye. Oh, I think that was a first for me. It just, the whole eyeshadow, not the actual pan, but just the eyeshadow came right out. How sad. We'll have to see about repressing that. You know, I was so confident. I was like, yeah, I can make these two palettes work together, and now I go to do that, and not so sure. Also, definitely didn't, okay, well, I think it's too late. This is what it is. And I feel like this has kind of been my life. It's like I'm trying to focus on one thing and then something else happens while that's happening, and so it's just spiraling when I'm trying to fix that thing that went wrong while I was doing the other thing. Then another thing goes wrong, and so now I'm distracted not only from the original thing but also the two new things that have popped up, and then oh my gosh, another bad thing happens, and now I'm trying to fix that while I'm also trying to remember that I have these other three things that I'm trying to, and do you see what I mean? It just keeps going. And I'm sure this happens to a lot of people, because there's even, you know, that saying, when it rains it pours. They were not kidding around. Who are they? I don't know. Leave me alone. Okay, we'll see on those ColourPop palettes. I'm actually not sure. I've been trying to use this palette though, that I talked about in my declutter, and I have been enjoying it. So let's see, I think I'm gonna go into Iris and fluff this through my crease as a transition shade. So yeah, I was having car problems, so I had to bring my car in to get fixed. That's always really fun and expensive. And then I wasn't having cat problems, but you know, now that things are starting to open back up, like I was able to get G and Fig scheduled for just like, you know, a normal checkup, and I wanted to get them in for a dental cleaning. So now that was just yesterday, and I brought G in first and he was doing completely fine, no problems yesterday, and then this morning it's like he won't eat and is seeming pretty lethargic, and so I'm like, do I need to be worried? But I know it's common, you know, the day after getting a vaccine that they're not feeling great. So I'm hoping that things will just be back to normal tomorrow. But then of course my brain goes into overdrive, like what if I wait too long by waiting until tomorrow and then it's over and done and there's nothing I can do. Like, please don't even get me started. I would be an absolute mess. I brought my babies in to get better and to stay healthy, not to get them sick. Okay, I'm gonna go in to take a bite down here in this cherry palette. Like, now I've got that going on my mind, even though that wasn't something that was on my mind because there was nothing wrong originally. I've got this move to think about and that I've been packing for and getting ready for, and so it's just been a lot of like decluttering, which, don't get me wrong, it feels really great once you're done decluttering, but the actual process of it is so emotionally draining and unfun. So I'm just like trying to go little by little here in my apartment. Like, okay, today I'm just going to declutter my nightstand. Simple, should take an hour, maybe 2, depending on how bad it gets. I don't know what's in there. But then we can check that off the list. Okay, next day, I'm just gonna declutter my kitchen countertops. Cool, that's easy enough. Okay, next I'm gonna go through all of my shelves in the living room and declutter and dust those and da-da-da-da-da. I mean, you guys get the process, right? And so that's been feeling good to get it done, but it's also just been an extra something that I've been having to do, and having that on my brain every single day. Like, what am I gonna get rid of today? It's like, can I just, I don't know, you guys. I'm a really strange mix of hoarding and not. Like, clearly I like things. You know, I have a whole collects channel. I think I'm gonna fluff this all out with cherry stem. Am I gonna regret this? We'll find out. And like, I love having all of my collectibles out on display, on shelves, and like, I like having stuff, you know, for, you know, a rainy day in terms of like my crafting supplies. But then it's like, are you really gonna use it, Cassie? And then I'm like, I don't know. Like, I would love to not have to buy this again if I do ever decide that I want to use it again. You know? Oh, I mean, it's such a stupid thing to feel all whiny and complainy about, but it does. It goes through my head. And so, you know, we'll see. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna, no matter what, life will go on, and I will make sure that it goes on great, and it will be great, and it will be fine, and I will be fine, and we will all be fine, because much like Celine Dion's heart, my life will go on. Until it doesn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, none of us can escape the inevitable, but that being said, for now, it goes on and on and on. Had no idea this was the look I was going to be going for today, but okay. Rolling with the punches. Let's see what we can do. Whoop-de-boo. Did I screw up and just have to completely redo this eye? Yes, I did. But like I said, my life will go on somehow, some way. So I'm gonna go in with this Cranberry Juicy shade on a flat shader brush that definitely has some residual bronze from a different day that I used this brush. But I'm just gonna dab this on my lids, kind of right in the middle, and then blending towards the outside. Because like I said, did I know I was gonna be a cranberry queen today? No. But it's just the way things turned out, so I am going to roll with it. Oh, and yes, the fingernail polish gone. I know. Do people really care about that? Do they? Do they? Did you even notice before I said anything? Well, if you do care, let me redirect you then to the beginning of the video where I've been a mess. And repainting this one nail was kind of the last thing on my priorities list. So like, forgive me, but also do better. Let's stop making people feel bad for these little insignificant nothings. All right, and now I'm gonna try and go in with Wake Me from this lavender lilac palette. Let's see how this looks. I think it's, oh, I don't know. Okay, well, listen, we're giving it a go. We're giving it a try. We're doing something different than we usually do. Let's stick through it, or with it till the end. I know my eyes are goobery. Forgive me, it bothers me too. But on one happy note, I've been very happy. The animal shelter that I volunteered at for a couple years before the wonderful year of 2020 happened, they've been reopening. So like these past few weeks, even though I have been going through it, oh, it has been so nice to go back in and get retrained and see all of the little kitties again. I mean, it's so few right now that they're trickling back in, you know? Should I go in with Freya? Why not? I kind of like this. Like, it's a lot, but I like it. Go figure. But like, why stop there when we can do glitter? So going into my Animal Crossing, what do they call this one? La Belle of the Ball palette. Going into this lavender lilac-y glitter. I'm gonna put this right where you probably expected me to put it. Woohoo! Glitter! It's amazing. Like, as much as I've gotten away from makeup in this past year and a half of being a shut-in, I also, like, when I get back to it and I start playing again like this, where I go in with no expectations and just have some fun, I do feel a lot more like myself. And don't get me wrong, I do feel like myself without makeup as well, but this is just so fun. Like, I didn't know this look existed in my brain, but now I do, and I'm really happy about it. Let's see, do I dare try this Milk makeup liner again? Oh my god, no. You are really not good, aren't you? Give this a try. I got this black pencil from Sephora that's supposed to have some silvery glitters in it, but I feel like when I swatched it on my hand when I first got it, I was really underwhelmed and there really wasn't a ton of glitter, and I suppose I'm not really going to be able to see it just considering all the glitter that I do have on my lids. But hey, you live, you learn, you keep on trying. Alright, pardon that interruption where I went ahead and put a nude liner in my waterline and applied mascara because I am crap at talking while I do that. So I'm taking a break from testing out Essence mascaras, and I went ahead and tried out this Lashy Dole from Lancome. They had sent this to me way back when that released, but I've been meaning to test it because I hear phenomenal things. I'm not super impressed, but it was fine. All right, let's try out one of these Luxe lip oils from ColourPop. This one is the shade Paper Pansy. It has the chance of looking horrendous and dead on me, but I'm willing to give it a try. Oh, that is such a bright corally pink applicator doe foot. I think it smells okay. I don't want to draw too much attention to my lips for obvious reasons, but oh no. Is that just gonna be way too milky and awful on me? Don't get me wrong, it feels really good. It honestly feels more like a lip balm than a lip oil. I think it's okay. It depends. If that starts settling into my lips, it's not gonna look very cute, but there we go. Yay, it's a look. She's wearing makeup. When is the last time I wore makeup? I think it's been like a week. which really, in the long run, that's not so bad. But for me who does this for a living, it's been a minute. It's like I took a sad 1-week vacation. But I'm actually really happy with the way that my eyes turned out. I think my cheeks look pretty. I've just got glitter everywhere, and I am actually very happy about it. So yay, there we go. I mean, I'll see how this all does throughout the day. I'm sure you'll get updates in future, best and worst of beauties and whatnot like usual. I hope it wasn't too awful sitting through me telling you where I've been for the past couple weeks or what's been going on for these little life updates. I mean, I try not to be too complainy whiny, but also I want to tell you guys the truth of what's going on, because I think it is extremely unhealthy and problematic when YouTubers come on to YouTube all the time with like these big happy smiles all the time and everything is great and cheery and blah blah blah, because I think that sends a really bad message to the general public that like things should and can be happiness and rainbows and unicorns and fluffy kitties, but like that's just not the reality of life. I don't think so. So like I said, I don't want to annoy y'all with any complaining or whatever, but I don't know. I hope I didn't come off as complaining, because I don't feel like I have a ton to complain about right now. Like I said, I just am really, I mean, I do have stuff to complain about, but like it's more worries and stress and mental health that I'm dealing with. So that's that. But I mean, I'm pushing through it. I'm getting through, and I'm hoping things start to feel better soon. I go to bed in the hopes that I'm gonna wake up and feel even like 10% better. So hopefully that day comes for me soon enough. I hope no one else is struggling like I am right now, but if you are, know that you are not alone. You can definitely leave me a comment and let me know, so you can feel less alone, and hopefully I can reply back to you, or someone else can reply back to you in the comments, make you feel better, less alone. In any case, yeah, I guess that's one of the huge things that I love about YouTube, is that it really can help you when you're feeling isolated, or maybe you actually are isolated. It can feel nice to know that there are other people that are in that same boat as you are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, whatever it ended up being. A lot of rambling for sure, but I hope it was enjoyable somehow. Definitely you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up, or as I said, you can leave a comment down below. You can also subscribe if you're new here. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? Subscribe. Like I said, I'm not sure that the notification bell exists anymore, so I'm gonna need to cut that out of my little speech, but let's stay casual and just say that I hope you guys are all doing well, and until next time, I do mean it when I say it. Stay well until then. Bye!